3 characters guessed in a row. 3 characters guessed in a row. Oh! If you tuned in to the last episode of The Shattering, I guessed Leona. I guessed Leona, I guessed Rio, and I guessed Chris Not Me. I know it was 2 characters last week, but I'm gonna give myself the whole thing. Okay, 2.5. There we go. 2.5 guessed in a row. Whatever. And I mean, rightfully so. It has been a minute since we've seen Leona. They had to reveal either her or K-Dash this week. They had to do it. It's been a drought. It's been a very, very, very big drought for both of those characters. Well, you know how we do this. Let's go. Okay. We saw her do that in the first trailer. That salute. Oh, there's that mechanic again. Slashes. Whoop! Does her hair glow red whenever she has a super? Ah, there's the... Oh! The sticky bomb. The sticky earring bomb. I like how that looks. What we got? Oh, we saw her do it in the trailer too. Alright then. So, that was Leona. For the most part, we got basically vintage Leona, if you ask me. I like her design in here. I like Leona as a character, but I don't play her that often, to be very honest with you. That focus attack mechanic, we saw it in here again. Well, whatever it's called. I mean, I know people were likening it to focus attacks because it's armoring through moves, and you know, in 2 different instances we saw, like in the Rio and the Robert trailer, one of them caused like a knockback to the wall like your blowback attacks do, and one of them caused, I guess it was a soft knockdown. So clearly that is something I am interested to see exactly what that is. But as far as everything I saw with Leona is a lot of what I remember. I really like the way the freaking hyper speed, like freaking what's her face? Valentine from freaking Skullgirls lifted that one from Leona. I love how that move looks. And this was another interesting silhouette. I didn't mention it earlier because once again, this silhouette could have easily been 2 characters. It could have been Leona, and I also could have seen this being Kasumi. More so because, at least when I was talking to Siren about it, the neck on this silhouette looked a lot thicker, so I was thinking maybe that's a collar. It's amazing. I made one prediction on the Shattering, and I went back on my prediction somewhat when I was talking to Siren on Discord. But, yeah. And I saw some people that were thinking that Leona was going to join the Women Fighters team with Yuri and Mai. That would have been interesting, and I mean, that would have been expectation shattering. But they ultimately didn't go with that because we didn't get a confirmation. I'm really curious as to who that 3rd character is. More of me is growing and thinking that it's not Alice. I don't think it's Alice. It has to be somebody who's more of a throwback. I would lose all of my marbles and everything else if it's a new character. But it would make sense if they do that, because the better way, at least from the recent couple of games, more so, I guess if you want to just say 14, the best way, at least in my opinion, to like make these newer characters kind of get over with fans in the KOF fandom or whatever, they gotta pair them with somebody who's already established. I mean, you see Team South America and people just really didn't like them, even though I personally like all 3 of those characters. But they just really didn't like them. They're not that popular. Speaking of which, I saw somebody had thought that the silhouette was also Bandeiras, and I just saw every time someone said that, people would be like, oh my goodness, I hope not. Oh no, not that guy. Oh no, not the ninja weave. No. So clearly people just don't like Bandeiras. But yeah, I mean, Leona's trailer had what I expected it to have. She looks great. And also with the silhouette, I also wondered if maybe they were trying to throw us off, because seeing that Leona is still like had her newer attire, I thought maybe the silhouette was of her in her original attire, since, you know, she actually had like a blouse like with a collar, like a shirt. So maybe that's what they did with her. So who are gonna be her two partners? It's weird because on one hand, I see people look at Clark and Ralph like an inseparable tag team. And speaking of an inseparable tag team, maybe the two of them might come in a 2-for-1 trailer like Rio and Robert did. I can see that happen, and I mean, that's totally plausible. I just don't see them excluding one or the other, because even with the KOF 14 poll that the community manager did a while ago, having the likes of Hydern and Whip over the two of them, I'm pretty sure SNK still knows that people like the tag team of Clark and Ralph. And not to mention, even though I think at one point they gave Ralph some of Clark's moves, like his command throws and such, the two of them are very different. So I don't know. Like, I don't see... Maybe they might shake it up and have a team of her, Hydern, and Whip, but I don't know. Like, I don't think SNK is gonna go through it letting down the Ralph and the Clark fans. Like, they're not unpopular by any stretch. It's just that from what I saw in that community poll, Whip and freaking Hydern were ranked higher. But I mean, hey, it's not like Clark and Ralph are certain character levels of unpopular, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But let us see what happens. This is trailer number 18. I wonder what trailer it'll be when we get to the halfway point. But those are my thoughts there. What do you think? Are you a Leona fan? Are you happy to see her back? Before I go, just one more healthy reminder: there will be no episode of The Shattering this Saturday. Siren's gonna be away. With that being said, in place of that, on Saturday, you will get the 10 fascinating facts about Kyo Kusanagi video. So there you go. You might not get a Shattering episode, but you'll get the video that you all voted for. Kyo Kusanagi, 10 fascinating facts. Hope you all like it. Until then, this is Chris Lotus, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care, be safe out there. See ya.